The core memory was a 6 or 7 year old Zanele sitting in her grade 1 classroom and me packing a lunch every single day and then watching my peers whose parents could afford to give them money to buy lunch every single day. And we had this round container, and I can still remember it and smell the smell of sausage rolls. And there was this round container with a blue lid that would go around the classroom at break time that had these sausage rolls, that each of the children who had ordered sausage rolls as part of the money that their parents had given them on that day could take a sausage roll or two out from what they'd bought and then have that for lunch. And every single time I would watch the sausage roll, every single day I would watch and smell these sausage rolls go around the class, and I was never one of the children that got to take one or buy one for myself. I always had a packed lunch, and when I would ask my parents, because of the situation they were in, they couldn't afford to have me buy a sausage roll for lunch because I had a packed lunch. But the funny thing about core memories, and this is so important for us to understand, is that what core memories then do is they wire and they open up a pattern in our brain, a belief, a way of thinking, a way of doing, and a way of being. And because of how visceral and deeply emotional they are, they then determine how we perceive ourselves and how we respond in similar situations going forward. For example, that particular core memory filled me with the idea and the belief that I was one of those people that I couldn't have money spent on me, that I couldn't afford. I wasn't like other people. I was less fortunate, or whatever it was. And so going into other situations that were somehow connected to financial capabilities and affordability, I would always think of myself as the person who can't ask for what I'm worth, who can't afford certain things, and couldn't talk about money, and saw myself in a certain way. And so that's the power of core memories. And it's so important for us to understand that as we start doing some of our unlearning work, our change work, our deeper transformation work, it's important to ask ourselves, if I've got some kind of a behavior, some kind of a belief or a pattern that I'm trying to work through, that I'm trying to unravel and even unlearn, it's important for me to understand what are the associated core memories that are still holding an energetic kind of field within me around those memories or around those patterns, so that every single time I'm faced with a situation that is similar, it triggers the beliefs of that core memory because of how deeply felt it was. So that's your assignment going into whether it's the next week, the next few days, is understand what your core memories are. If something feels like it's triggering, it stimulates a behavior in you that you maybe want to shift or change,